Right, hold on.
Is that working now? Sorry, it's working now. Okay, right. I do apologise. Thanks for telling me. Appreciate it. But welcome to the stream. There you go. Welcome to. I'll have to edit that in the edit. But anyway, thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. My name is Kieran, Red Devil Weekly. You can now hear me. And we're going to preview Manchester United's game against West Ham at Old Trafford in the Carabao Cup. And I was just, obviously before I realised my audio had cut out, that this is the second time we played West Ham in a couple of days. But there's going to be a lot of different circumstances and a few different points riding on this one, which we'll get into in just a second. But thank you for everyone for joining, really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who did tell me that the audio wasn't working. Kobe, thanks for joining, mate, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Matthew's joining us as well, thank you for joining. Good to grace us with your presence. Dazza, thanks for joining as well, appreciate it. Seems like everyone's picking up on the lack of sound. And Lennox, thanks for joining, really appreciate it, mate. Don't worry, long time no see, don't worry, obviously uni is the priority. Don't be watching my stuff and not doing your work. Trust me, you don't need to be doing that. It's good that you're prioritising uni. Don't feel bad about it whatsoever, Lennox. Thanks for tuning in anyway, really do appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. So hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully there's no technical hitches and we can get on with the stream. And the good thing is, when we talk about the opponents, as we usually do as the first item on the stream, we've got a very, very close reference point, a very recent reference point to how West Ham play. Obviously, I don't think they're going to play the same team as they did in the Premier League game. I think there will be a few changes, but we have got a very, very good reference point. On the other hand, David Moyes and West Ham have got a very good reference point on how we play now. So it's level in that sense. You know, there's two sides to this coin, really. But we'll talk a little bit about West Ham and how much of a threat they're going to have. And I truly think they're going to struggle in this game. And a lot of people will be thinking, you know, that's just not going to happen. You know, West Ham are going to want vengeance for what happened in the Premier League. Obviously, the fact that Martin Noble missed his penalty. And, you know, it was very dramatic how they lost that game. But in the end of the day, I think the one major factor is the amount of games they've had to play. Because if you look at this cycle, they've had to play Thursday, then Sunday, and then Wednesday. So they've played 3 games in, a matter of 6 days? So they're going to be knackered. I mean, I know they're Premier League footballers, I know they're well paid, they're going to be well trained, and they're going to, hopefully for them, not have that much fatigue. But it's very difficult to ask the same players to play Thursday, Sunday and then Wednesday. It's very, very difficult to ask for that. The good thing about our squad is the fact we've got such good depth. You know, we've got 3 or 4 players really on the bench who are probably going to start in this game and take the place of the likes of Ronaldo, you know, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes. We can rest these players. I'm not sure West Ham can do that without really putting their chances of winning down, to be honest. And that is what is good about having a really strong depth. Is in these sort of competitions, you can put out a very decent strength team. And I think that's what's going to be West Ham's downfall. I really do. I know, obviously, you know, they have had a few days off after that Premier League game just to recover. But there's a lot of football. There's a lot of football to be played. And a team like West Ham, who haven't really experienced, at least recently, being in the Europa League and having that time schedule, it might wear on them. It might wear on them. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. He says, why is the floor on the ceiling? Very, very good, mate. Very, very good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I've just looked at it on the screen. Yeah, it does look like a bit of a laminate flooring. It's just the way it's designed, mate. Just the way it's designed. Now we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Love that, mate. I mean, hold on, what song did he say it was? He said, we'll meet again by... Oh, yeah, the Vera Lynn thing, yeah. Oh, yeah, didn't she die? Didn't she die last year or something like that? Or was it this year? But yeah, I know she sung songs for like the soldiers, didn't she? She was like a kind of entertainer person. So R.I.P. to her. But yeah, nice song, I guess. Matthew says, QPR versus Everton has gone to penalties. I'm sure Matthew will be watching that. Don't mind me, I'm just dropping my phone. I'm sure Matthew will be watching that one instead of watching me, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, Everton, if they lose that one, they've had a bit of a sticky patch. I know a lot of people were, you know, really celebrating how good Rafa Benitez had done so far, but I think if they lose this one, it'll be 2 losses in a row. So a little bit of pressure maybe, but I think they'll get through anyway. They've got the quality of players. I reckon they'll get through that penalty shootout. But it is a little bit of a lottery. So yeah, I think, in terms of this game, I think West Ham will rest a few players. One player that will come back into the fold is Mikel Antonio. He was suspended for the game against us in the Premier League. That's why he wasn't able to play. And I thought they did miss him quite a lot up front. I think if you look at the presence he had, the form he was on as well, the form really does come into it. He was on brilliant form before, obviously, he got suspended. And I think that really did help us out because he would have been a handful to defend against. So I think if Mikel Antonio plays, they will have that outlet up front and they will have that, they will have that. We will have that problem to deal with, and it'll be interesting. Owen, thanks for joining, appreciate it. He says, any chance of you streaming the QPR Pens lad might up the views a bit? Well, cheers for that, mate. I'm sure we could do it, and, in the end of the day, the channel might get a few copyright strikes, it might get taken down, but it'll be all worth it for a couple of views in the end. Matthew says he's multitasking. Well, you can update the chat then. You can update the chat or whatever happens. Oh, 103. Oh, yeah, that is pretty impressive, I've got to say. Fair play to her. I mean, she's not listening, but, fair play to her. Fair play to her. 103 is a very good innings. Very, very good innings. Anyways, as I said, it'd be a tough in the Prem, but we're taking... Oh, sorry, I just read that completely wrong. Anyways, I said it would be tough in the Prem match, but we are at home and it's the Cup, so both teams will make changes, so it's probably ours for the taking. I mean, I totally agree. It's definitely ours for the taking. In the end of the day, we've got the depth of squad. We should be winning this game, no matter if West Ham put out their best team. Realistically, we should be winning this game, and of course, it's at Old Trafford, and we've been playing pretty well at Old Trafford so far this season. We have actually been playing quite well. I think we've been playing better at home than we have away from home, which might not be a surprise considering the return of fans back into stadiums. But if we play like we did against Newcastle and Leeds, and we actually are as ruthless as we were against those teams, we should be absolutely fine and sail through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Box, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Big up to yourself, my friend. And he also said it's 4-4 apparently in the penalties so far. Matthew says, how do you know she isn't listening? Don't make assumptions. Yeah, I shouldn't really. I shouldn't say that a dead person's probably not listening. Diego says, evening all. Yeah, evening Diego. Thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Obviously, our resident Palace fan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Lennox is saying he reckons hope to see Tellez and Jones back in the team. Well, I'll tell you what. Phil Jones has done a recent interview. I did see it with the Times where he basically said that, people can criticise him and make fun of him, but, he'll be retired and they'll still be in their mum's basement. Something along those lines, I think. Which, fair play to him. In the end of the day, I think he's actually been a decent servant to the club. Yes, actually, he hasn't performed that well in recent seasons, and obviously injuries have been a massive part of that. But you've got to give him credit. Not many players recently have joined Manchester United and stayed the course for over 10 years. I can't think of many. I really can't think of many. So yeah, it's ridiculous, really. Owen says, why wasn't she playing cricket for England then? Yeah, that's a Chubby Brown reference. Didn't think we'd see a Chubby Brown reference on Red Devil Weekly, but here we are. Brendan says he seems confident with his probably. Oh god, yeah. See, everyone loves picking up on the language I use. I don't know what I'm saying. Box says, Phil Jones been loyal to us. No doubt he would have had offers from top European clubs early in his Man United career. True. I think, when obviously he was part of that team in 2013 that won the league title, I think potentially he would have done. He would have done. But, I think injuries have hampered him. I think there were some rumours that this summer he might take his talents to Newcastle. And to be fair, with the sinking ship that Newcastle is, he might have dodged a massive bullet there. But yeah, Phil Jones has stayed loyal to the club, even though even through periods where he hasn't really been played, he still decided to stay and be a squad player. So I have to commend him. I really, really do. Brendan says, anyone know how long it takes to get a Man United shirt? The website said February 2022. Well, on this channel, I'm not gonna tell you to get it from the club shop, as we don't fund the Glazers. We don't support funding the Glazers on this channel. But I'm sure you could get it earlier than that. I'm sure there's other websites you could get it earlier than that. Daz also says if Jones start, we might as well not watch the game. Well, I don't know. I mean, listen, I think Phil Jones could do a job for us. I mean, it would be a sight to see if we saw Jones and Lindelof or Jones and Bailly at the back. That is a sight that a lot of Man United fans would have dreaded a little bit, to be honest, in terms of both their players' form, the fact they're both injury prone and a little bit erratic at times. But I think we will see a lot of change. Box says, you would have had your Real Madrid, your Barcelonas and your Bayern Munich sniffing around. Yeah, no doubt about it. At the start of his Man United career, some people were saying he's going to be the best defender of his generation. So obviously that didn't seem to work out in the end, but he's still got time. He's still, 28, 29? MEFC Daily, thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well this evening. Thanks for joining. I'm doing good, mate. Hope you're doing well as well. Brendan says, it's poetic when fans feel the need to make fun of Phil Jones. Yeah, I agree it's pathetic. I agree. But I think what I would say on that is I think a lot of those fans are younger fans who are very reactionary and are people who kind of, well, they're on football Twitter, aren't they? And they like that sort of banter because it's all about getting interactions and having that shock value. And in the end of the day, people know what is going to get the likes and the retweets. People know what that's going to do. So, also, if you're experiencing a little bit of lag, I do apologise. It's saying my connection's unstable. So, if there is a little bit of lag, I do apologise. Kobe says, how many changes do you think Ole will make? I think he'll make probably about 5 or 6 changes. I think we've got that deep of a squad that we could probably get away with making those changes. I think we'll see a change in goalkeeper. I think we'll see Tom Heaton play. I don't think Henderson's available to play, although I'm sure Owen might correct me on that one. But I reckon it'll be Tom Heaton in goal. I reckon we'll see Dalot start a right back. I think we'll see pretty well a completely different back line, although I'm not sure who you'd play at left back, to be fair. You guys can let me know in the live chat who you think we play at left back. I think we'll see Donny Van De Beek. Donny Van De Beek will get a start. But I think Jadon Sancho, and that's why I put him in the thumbnail, Jadon Sancho will get a start in this team. And the reason I say that is because he hasn't really been starting the last few games. I think he's only actually started 2 games for us this season. So I think Ole's going to want to put him in this game. Hopefully get him a bit of confidence. Hopefully he has a really good performance. So yeah, I think Jadon Sancho will start. Alex Tellez, a great shout from Lennox. Great shout from you. Alex Tellez is a great shout. So yeah, Tellez will be at left back. So we'll see a completely different back line. I think Donny Van De Beek and Matic will start in that centre midfield pairing. And then we'll see probably the likes of, well, in terms of centre midfielders, we don't really have that many options. And that's obviously why we needed a CDM in the summer. But I think we'll probably see Lingard play. I think we'll see potentially one of Fernandes and Pogba play. We could see Mata play, to be fair. Mata could come in. He always does seem to come in the cup competitions. And then obviously you've got Sancho. And then up front, I think Anthony Martial will get his call. Although, again, Mason Greenwood is another player who didn't start against Newcastle. He did start against West Ham. And I think probably Ole will look to rest him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he stuck him in that first team. So let me know your lineups as well, guys. Let me know your lineups. Brennan says, I have a feeling the installing the floor on your ceiling may have had a negative impact on your Wi-Fi. I don't know. I don't know about that, Brendan, but thanks for the comment. Apparently QPR have won the penalty shootout. Well, there you go. Turn up for the books. I thought Everton were going to do it, but I guess QPR at home as well. Dazza says, now we just need Leeds to lose on pens and it's happy days. Of course, Dazza's waiting for that. He's got 2 reasons to wait for that. So fair play. But, yeah, in the end of the day, we need to do our job, get through. And Chelsea actually need to do their job. They're playing Aston Villa as well. So it's going to be a difficult one for them. It's not going to be easy. In fact, isn't that 2 games that are like... So Manchester United play West Ham twice. And Chelsea play Aston Villa, well, not twice in a row, but twice in very close succession. Who would have thought that, eh? Who would have thought that? Apparently Fulham have already missed against Leeds, so yeah, it sounds like Leeds are going to wrap that one up. In terms of Manchester United then, because we haven't really touched on Manchester United too much, only really talked about West Ham. We talked a little bit about the lineup, in fairness. But in terms of how we're going to set up to play, I think we're going to be a lot more attacking. I think we're going to have to take the game a lot more to West Ham. I think because West Ham will be looking to rest a few players, yes, you could argue they've got nothing to lose and so they're going to go hell for leather. But we do need to make sure we make our presence felt. You know, we are at home. There's going to be fans in the ground midweek. They've paid their money. They want to see attacking football. And I think against this West Ham side, we should be able to show it. I think last season, we played West Ham in the FA Cup tie, and it went to extra time. A Scott McTominay volley from a Rashford assist was the only goal that broke the difference between the two sides. So it's not going to be easy. You know, it's not going to be easy. But if West Ham do go for it, because it's a cup game, and hopefully they do go for it, there will be that space in behind for us to occupy. Rasmus has joined us. Well, thanks for joining us, Rasmus. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my friend. He also says, City getting another pub team. It's all rigged. Who's surprised? Not me. Not me, ladies and gentlemen. We all know why that happens. We all know the reason for that. And as a journalist, so I can't comment. But we all know the reason. Box says Heaton, Dalot, Lindelof, Bailly, Telles, Matic, Mata and Lingard, Sancho, Van De Beek and Martial is his starting 11. I think that's a fairly strong starting 11. Obviously gone with Heaton in goal as well, like I did. Dalot, Lindelof, Bailly and Telles. Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid 11. A lot of attacking talent in there. You've got Mata, Lingard, Sancho, Van De Beek and Martial. Pretty attacking team all in all. So yeah, no, it looks decent. I'd go with that. Brennan says it's Owen coming on, otherwise I'm off. To be honest, I think Owen is probably watching the penalty shootout right now. Either that or he's having his dinner, one or the other. So I'm not sure if he will come on, to be honest. But you have to wait, Brendan. I'm going to have to make you wait a few more minutes. Matthew says Southampton beat Sheffield United on penalties. No one cares about Southampton, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Brighton fan. I'm not a Brighton fan. Don't clip that up. I go to uni in Brighton. I'm not just saying that. But in the end of the day, you know, Southampton, you know, well done. Well done. You beat Sheffield United on penalties. You know, that's all you can really say about that. The fact they even got to penalties is a bit of a shambles in itself. But they're through. They are in the hat. So, you know, fair play. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please, Box. Don't do that. Honestly, do you really think I would set up this chat? Oh, I've messed up there. Honestly, I'm not. But right. Anyway, we'll move on. Rasmus says, regarding City, the surprise was Champions League. I thought they were going to get a bunch of farmers as usual. They did get a decent group in the Champions League. You know, they did. But it was about damn time. I've got to say. It's about damn time. Diogo says, I think tomorrow night will be a clean sheet and a win will be incoming. Predict 2-0 Manchester United win. I'll take that all day long, mate. I hope you're right, Diego. Dazzler goes 3-1 United. We may as well go through the score predictions now. Because I probably won't be live for too much longer. It was just a bit of impromptu stream, to be honest, because I was supposed to go live at 9, but I was a little bit busy with more important things, to be honest. So, obviously, we're live now. And yeah, I was just going to go live for a bit. So yeah, let's get on to the score predictions. This has not actually been proven by science. Anyway, so I reckon for me, I think it's going to be a United win. I think Old Trafford, the fans are going to be in. I think we've got a very good squad, a very deep squad, and I think we'll be able to rotate. So I'm going to say 3-0 Manchester United win. I'm going to be that confident. I'm going to say 3-0 Man United win. However, the thing I would say about Daz's prediction, and also Lennox's prediction, great minds think alike, of course, both going 3-1 to Manchester United, is that we always concede. I think in pretty well every game we played this season, we haven't kept a clean sheet. The only game we kept a clean sheet was the 1-0 win away at Wolves, and that was a bit, that was a bit tetchy as well. So I think realistically a 3-1 win. Again, I'd be happy with any win. In knockout football, you've just got to get the job done and get in the hat for the next round. But I think we will keep a clean sheet. So I'm going to go 3-0. Even though we won't have our full strength defence, I still think we'll keep a clean sheet. Box goes with 4-0. He's even more confident than I am. 4-0 to Box. I love that. Love that. As I said, Lennox goes with 3-1 as well. Brendan says more important things. No, I do care. Honestly, I do care. Don't worry. I do care. I've just, this, but even if I, obviously I really do enjoy doing the streams, but obviously in life, there are certain things which are just very important, and that's all I'm saying. But honestly, I wouldn't miss this for the world, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Thanks for you guys for tuning in and everything. As I said before, we got to 900 subscribers, and it's all because of you. So thank you so much for all your support. I really am grateful to everyone that tunes in to these live streams. At the end of the day, it's just me talking in front of a computer, and you guys want to tune in and have your say. So I'm blessed and humbled because of that. So thank you very much. Really, really do appreciate that. Owen, of course, says 1-0 to the Hammers. Tellez cock up for the goal. Yeah. I doubt it. But I don't like the fact you put that into the ether. Box says Mata, Martial, Tellez and Elanga with the 4 goals. Elanga does look very, very good. Elanga looks very, very good indeed. I've seen a few clips of him playing for the Sweden under-21s, and he looks a player. He did very well to score his goal in the last Premier League game of last season as well. So yeah, no, I think Elanga is definitely on the cards if he does start or come off the bench to get a goal, because he's in brilliant form right now. He really is. Lennox says the lack of clean sheets are concerning, to be fair. You're not wrong. And if you actually look at the sides we've played so far this season, we haven't actually played anyone that decent, if you think about it. I know West Ham are a fairly decent side, but you look at it, we played Leeds, West Ham, Newcastle, Wolves, Southampton in the league, and we played young boys, and in only one of those games we kept a clean sheet. Now, if we can't keep clean sheets against those guys, then how are we going to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool, against Man City, against Chelsea? And in the end of the day, the result is all that matters. If we win the game, it doesn't really matter. But it is a little bit concerning. I've got to say, it is a little bit concerning. Yeah, appreciate it, Diogo. Appreciate it for understanding. Yeah, as I said, I never said I don't like doing this. I never said that you guys are second best or anything. But I was just a little bit busy, so that's why I went live. Half an hour later. But as I said, I'm very, very grateful for you guys for tuning in. Thank you very much. G from Red Devil Studio, thanks for joining, G. Appreciate it. Make sure you check out his channel, show his channel some love. Brilliant stuff over there. Thanks for support, man. Really, really do appreciate it from yourself. And thanks for tuning in, Lennox. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support as well. Apparently Leeds have gone through as well on penalties. Obviously, so it's a lottery. We've already had one Premier League team go out. There couldn't be two. Rasmus says Jones back for tomorrow's game, according to the BBC. Yeah, I think that I did see that article, and that is why I've put Phil Jones in my starting 11, because I think with all the articles he's done for and interviews he's done for the Times and things like that, it was bound to we were bound to see Phil Jones come back in. But I hope he does well. He's had a lot to say. And I really do hope he does well. And, in the end of the day, I think he will. Apparently, he's been looking really good. He's been feeling good as well. So, yeah, hopefully he has a good game. Box says, what's the artwork behind you? It's not actually artwork. It's a picture of a rocket. An American rocket. I don't know what it's called. But it's actually a picture of an American rocket. So, there you go. But yeah, it's just there really. I think it's there to block out the light, because that's actually a window, so light kind of comes in. And I think the person who was in here before kind of wanted to block out the light because of the little bit of glare in the mornings or something. So yeah, that's why it's there. But if you like it, there you go. But I'm not sure how long I'm going to be at this background really. Hopefully we're going to sort out another room. We'll see. I'll keep you posted on that. So we might see a different background. So that'll be exciting. Say hi to Owen. I mean, I'm sure he's still in the live chat, so you'll probably see that anyway. But if he is listening, Brendan's saying hi. So yeah. But anyway, as I said, if you've got any last comments, we'll be live for the next few minutes. If you've got any last comments or questions, please do feel free to leave them in the live chat. And also as well, to any of you watching on the replay as a video, thank you very much for tuning in. leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I do read all of your comments, so if you do have a comment and you're not watching live, don't worry about it. Please do leave them in the comment section down below, and I will reply and interact with all of you guys. So thank you very much. As G said, road to 1,000 subscribers. Like and subscribe, people. Exactly, we're getting close. We've just gone over the 900 subscriber mark, so thank you so much for that. But we are heading towards that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the year. Who knows? My Christmas wish, December 25th, 100k subscribers. If Santa's watching, he knows what I want. But yeah, hopefully, we'll see what happens. But until then, thanks for support. Really do appreciate it. But as I said, any last comments or any last predictions heading into this game, please do get them in now before we wrap up the stream. But I'm looking forward to the game. I feel like this game won't have as much pressure on it. Obviously, Carabao Cup games never really have the same sort of pizzazz and the same sort of atmosphere as Premier League games. But the fact we have been 4 years without silverware, you know, does this make this game more important? You know, does it actually make this game quite important, the fact we've not really won any silverware? And I know a lot of people barely even count the Carabao Cup as a trophy. But in the end of the day, you know, it is a trophy. You know, you do go to Wembley and you do hold a cup up at the end of it. So we can't sneer it, I don't think. TTX, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. He says, Akinfenwa still plays football. Jesus. Yeah. He's putting in the work. Fair play to him. I think he's close to 40 now. I think he's either mid-30s. But he was part of the Wickham team that obviously got promoted a couple of seasons ago. And you probably wouldn't be... You would be forgiven for thinking he was just a presenter or like a YouTuber now. But, you know, he's still grinding, still playing football. The beast is still in the game. And, yeah, obviously didn't work out for him tonight against Man City. But, you know... Is he even playing for Man City, or have I got that completely wrong? I think I've got that completely wrong. Rasmus says 1-0 United, get through it just about. And he says, hope this season will be an exception and we win the Pep Cup. Yeah, I know. The last few seasons, we've gone out of the semi-final against Manchester City. If that happens again, we may as well just forfeit. We may as well not enter next time. But yeah, hopefully we do win it. As I said, any trophy is a good trophy. But, guys, I am going to end it here. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, do hit that like button if you did enjoy the content. If you didn't enjoy the content, feel free to dislike it and let me know why in the comment section down below so I can improve in the future. But, until tomorrow, after the West Ham game, when we talk about hopefully another win for Manchester United. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. And enjoy the rest of your evenings. Take care and have a good evening. See you later.